Kim here with Lead Generation Source, and I just wanted to follow up with the recommendation of the PowerSuggest Pro that I mentioned in the webinar today. Now this is a keyword research tool and it's useful for a variety of things, but how I envision it immediately is by using it for two completely different, well, related ways. The first one is if you have a product and you're trying to find content where you might be able to promote your product. And then the second way is if you're looking for complementary products. And the reason why I say that is you can do keyword research and find products and create them. I've done that before. However, it's not as easy as that. It's not as simple as doing that. In fact, I've tested it and I've been able to make, say, out of 5 different products, only one of them turned out to be, a big seller for us. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to focus on if you have a converting product, how you can do that. And that's what I'm doing this one. Now you can still use this to find other things, but if you're looking for a converting product, there's a different software you need first. This is still going to be useful on down the road and for research, so I still recommend it. And to be honest, the price is right. I mean, I haven't seen, most of the keyword research software is pretty expensive, so this is pretty cheap. All right, so I'm going to show you the first one is, I've mentioned this before, I have Celtic ornaments. And so let's say that I want to create some content where I'm targeting people who like the, Celtic traditions. And I do use the word Celtic because I'm in academia and I'm not talking about the Celtics. So please no comments on this if it's on YouTube saying, oh, you're saying it wrong, because Google it. I'm saying it right. So I'm going to put in Celtic here, but the first thing I want to check is, and you'll see right here, it's already doing A, B, C, D, E, F, because I have this. You can do none, you can do, 0 to 9, you can do like different things here, but I'm just going to leave it A to Z for now, just to show you. And then I'm going to only narrow this down to Google, YouTube, and Amazon. Now you can do up to these 6, but this is already 78 queries, right? So I want to just do that and see what comes back. Now I'm going to warn you that this is not always perfect. It's not 100%, oh yeah, every single keyword that comes back I'm going to use. That's not the way it works. So let's go ahead and push search real quick. We'll see how long that takes. It's on 29, 30, it's already past that now. We're at 11 seconds. Okay, so the results count, it says there's 751, but the keyword count is 627, and it took 16 seconds. So that's just to show you how fast that goes. Now we can also look at here, Celtic accessories for women. Now that's actually one that I could use, and what I would do on this is I would take all of these, I would export them out to an Excel sheet, I would remove the ones I don't want. Like, I don't think I'd do anything with Celtic Axe. Maybe, but probably not. So I would still remove these. Celtic Angel's a good one. I could probably do something with that. Celtic Animals, I could probably do something with that. Celtic Animals Zodiac, I could do something with that. But this Celtic accessories for women is nice because if I have, like let's say I have some other Celtic things either in mind, or I can even just talk about Celtic accessories for women, and if they search for that, and they find me, then I can always, on my content page, I can put either an ad or just a picture and say, hey, if you're interested in these Celtic ornaments, and I can link them back to the product page. Now, as search engine optimization, I always recommend having multiple blogs, but if you don't have time for that, then you can just have one blog on your site, and just, internal linking is still strong, and it's still good. So I still would say, yeah, go ahead and go for internal linking if that's what you need to do. But I would go through and I would export them, and I would run them through Webfire, which is a different tool, to see which ones are easiest to rank for, and I would focus on those. And then I would, of course, run them through my YouTube searches and look for ones that have YouTube video keywords, and focus on doing content for the ones where I'm going to get the most amount of traffic. And I put them through my networks and everything. So we'll go through the whole process eventually, but I want to just kind of show you this. So now I've search for related content. The other thing I want to do, sorry about my breathing, my asthma's been kicking in and it's not quite time for me to take my inhaler. So anyway, Celtic here, we've got Celtic and the different things for related topics. So now I said, okay, well, the other way we could do it is, I'm going to go ahead and clear the results now. And since, I told you Celtic ornaments is one of the things that I do, So I make ornaments. So what I might want to look at is just putting in the term ornaments and seeing what comes up. And there are a couple different ways you can do this, and you can even do this with the Celtic, but I just wanted to show you one way, that way. One with the Celtic, and I'll show you this way with ornaments. So I put in the asterisk, and I might put, well, maybe I'll do this way. Best, we'll see what comes up, if anything comes up. Something ornaments, right? So I'm going to go ahead and see if anything comes up at all. But I'm going to go ahead and add in, well, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to add in Yahoo and Bing and just see what comes up. Click search, and it's letting it search. Now it's going through all of these. So, you know, all of these, looking at that. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't done this enough times and fast enough to know if it's going to block it from Google. So you may have to switch from Google and then do Yahoo or Bing just because Google stops working. But I don't know for sure. I know that when I manually do it, it still makes me put in CAPTCHAs every now and again. So I don't type that fast. Oh, and this one's actually done now. So the keyword count 336, and it was 23 seconds. So now we can see best adhesive for glitter ornaments. That's nothing related to me. Look right here, best angel ornaments. So that's a keyword. I can use that, right? I can try to make some angel ornaments and then create some content around best angel ornaments. Let's see. If I wanted to, and here's something else, you know, if you have e-commerce items like that and you find a similar one, like best artificial Christmas tree for hanging ornaments. Now I check my keyword on that and see if anybody actually searches that. But if somebody's searching that, then, and I'm selling ornaments, I might do a content about that and just, you know, maybe put some pictures and some links back to my pages around that. But I'll be capitalized on this. I don't care. And then I'll do an affiliate link over to Amazon, right? Okay, well, I'll find a Christmas tree that's good for, you know, an artificial Christmas tree that's ranked well on Amazon, and I'll link over to it and say, you know, this is the best ranked one according to reviews, and let people click over. If I don't make any money, who cares? At least if I'm getting visitors from it, that's still good. But if I make a few bucks from people clicking on it, so be it. Especially at Christmas time. So you can go through and see. So here's another one. Best baby Christmas ornaments, right? Oh, here, best baby's first Christmas ornaments. So if you haven't already installed it, what I would recommend is once you figure out the keywords that you want to do. Now I use Webfire again. So I would just take those, plug them into Webfire. It would tell me, Webfire would tell me the search estimation, which is not the same as Google Keyword Tool, but it's an estimate number, right? It tells me if there's a lot or a little. So that's what I'm really looking for. It also tells me if it's relatively easy to rank for or not. It's not 100% accurate on that, but it's pretty good. I mean, I've used that to direct me on ranking, and it's been pretty accurate. So that's what I do, is I use Webfire. But for those who don't have Webfire, and I'll talk about Webfire and show that off, the whole process off in another video, but for now I just want to cover this. So if you don't have it, what I recommend installing is this Keywords Anywhere. And if you just go to Keywords Anywhere or everywhere.com, Keywords Everywhere, that's what it is, keywordseverywhere.com. Go there and it'll walk you through installing for Chrome or for Firefox. Then what you can do is you can take the, what do we say, best, what does it say? Best baby's first Christmas ornaments, right? So best baby's first Christmas ornaments. So they're actually saying 0 per month. Let's take the S off just in case. And 0 per month. But that would be a good article because, do we have a space, extra space there? And then you can see if there's other ones that they have recommended as well. But it's still not, Keywords Anywhere is not tracking it on this one. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, did I turn it off on accident? No, it's fine. And you can, if you ever get like on Etsy, if you're using this, you just need to turn it off by clicking here and click off. And sometimes you have to turn it off and back on. See, like it's right there, that one popped up, so I'm thinking maybe there's something up with it. Let's just turn it off and on. So this one says baby boy first Christmas ornament. So even though that wasn't listed in there because we used best as that would be another way for me to go, oh wait, that's $590 per month. I might look at maybe making something like that. Now, of course, this is just if you want to create additional content, and that's in e-commerce. So this could be something that you sell. Let's say that we're doing keyword research, right? So let's do keyword research. Now they have keyword research tool here. And there's 9,900 searches per month. I'm going to tell you it's probably going to be hard to rank for because you're going to be competing with Google, but I'll look at this real quick. Yeah, so look at AdWords, Google, Moz, that's a big one. SEMrush, that's a big one. Yoast is a big one. Keywordtool.io, that's a big one. So that's actually probably one of the littlest ones on this page. Neil Patel, he's huge. WordStream's huge. Never heard of this one though. But it still looks like it's probably going to be something that's going to be difficult to use or to rank for. So anyway, that's what I would recommend, is adding that in there for now at least, so you can do some volume and see what the cost per click is, and then you'll know if people are using it for advertising. And if they're using it for advertising, then it's probably a good idea that you can try ranking for it. However, I can also say the higher that this cost per click is, the more likely it is difficult to rank. So if you see one, and I'd say anything over like $1.50 is probably going to be difficult to rank. So that's a real quick way to go, oh yeah, that's probably hard to rank for. And then that can help you decide, okay, well, if I want to do keyword research tool, or if I want to do SEO keyword research tool, that one's still $4.08 and 1,000, and we're still looking at SEMrush. That was the same one that came up. Serps.com came up. That's the same one that came up in the other one. Keyword tool, Moz, AdWords, Neil Patel, WordStream. Yeah, these are all the same ones. All right, so it doesn't seem to. It's going to be difficult to rank for this one. So those are things that you have to keep in mind, though, that if you're trying to rank naturally. Now, that doesn't mean that the content's not good, because if you have a good Facebook channel, or you have a Pinterest following, or you're in a Pinterest group that's relative, and you can create some good content and put it out there, then it doesn't matter what this is. But it would give you, this does tell you that people are looking for this, right? So you use that volume to help direct where you're going with it. And again, if you don't have a converting product and you're in e-commerce, you need to use a different tool, and I will do a video on that specifically. If you're not in e-commerce and you're looking for something to sell, then reach out to me, because there's a bunch of different ways that you can get going on that. And I'll actually have some webinars upcoming on, it's going to be for our Quick Ways to Make Money group, but I've been kind of quiet on that side, so I thought I'd start expanding that. So anyway, this is what I recommend, PowerSuggest Pro. This is one of the cheapest tools I've ever seen for what it does, and it is a really good resource. So if you don't have something that does this already, and sometimes there'll be other tools that build this in, but this is pretty cool. I mean, it gives you a lot of different options. You still have to get creative on here and think of things. Look at, there's an ideas section here, and this is really cool, right? So how to find, how to eat, how to draw. So you can start with informational, solution seeking, high buyer's intent, right? These are pretty cool. So these are like buyer words. And you can say, compare prices, deals, discount, for cheap, for gifts. That's a good one. Anything for gifts. So you can just do asterisk for gifts, right? Or you could do, look, something under $50, and you can see what that is. Something under $100. Remember, that asterisk is going to fill that in, and you can put it in between things. You can say best something under $100, and you can see what that is. So let's actually clear that out. So we can do best asterisk under $50. I might have said 100, but we'll just do 50. And look, these are very specific. Best air rifle scope under 50. It looks like it doesn't stop at 50 though. Under 500. So you'd of course have to go through and find the ones that are related. But I mean, look at this one. Best 50-inch TV under 1,000. Best 50-inch TV under 500. So you could literally use this tool just to promote stuff on Amazon and do affiliate marketing there, right? Or if you have a product that you offer, if you have like a shirt and it's under $30. Now I'm going to be honest again, that just because these are recommended by Google doesn't mean that there's been a lot of traffic. And the difference between these is that, remember, this is coming up from, oops, sorry about that. This is coming up from the recommended one. So this would be best gift under. So this is where, let's say that you started with that best gift under, they have 10, 50, 20, 130, right? Just because it's coming up as a Google recommended, which this is supposed to be trending, but this can be manipulated, and it could be, I don't want to say wrong, but misunderstood. So let's say somebody put in under 20, it may not mean what we think it means. So, but look, this one says volume 720. So let's do under 100 and see what that one says. 880. So this is something that would be kind of interesting, and the cost per click is low. Oops. Oh, and then you can do under 100 Amazon. Best gifts under 100 Amazon. Now these are coming up with Amazon, but if you could, here we go. Here's one, Glamour. That's going to be an affiliate one. They're doing 21 best gifts under $100 on Amazon 2017. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this to your advantage to help drive traffic, to help create, additional content. And even if you're not competing on search engine optimization, we've talked about different ways that you can drive traffic from Pinterest, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, from all these different sources. And the idea is that once you start getting traffic that's related, they have to see your brand anyway, right? So why not get the free traffic that's going to convert less up front, and then you can retarget them with ads if you're running ads. If you're not running ads, there's still plenty of opportunity to keep them in. Oops, sorry about that. I keep moving stuff. And I clicked another button that's wrong. Where did it go? Anywho. So of course, now I've shown you guys way too many different pages, and you guys know I'm clickers if you've been on the webinars. So, that's what I wanted. Pull up the Power Suggest Pro. So this does a lot more. I just wanted to kind of show you some of the things that were in it. And so I recommend that you take the opportunity to go ahead and click the link, go look at the sales page, and you've seen my walkthrough of it. There's some more training and everything once you buy it. But like I said, it's a really low gamble at $57. So if you're struggling with keywords or you need some ideas, this is a great resource. And I think that's about it. So if you guys need to, just reach out to me, hop in the group, and you can message me directly, or anything like that. I'm generally always available. Depending on when you try to get a hold of me, I am still working my PhD, so it could be another 3 months of chaos. But send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, or post something in either group, either the K&K or the lead gen, depending on which one you're in, and we can go from there. Again, if you click on the link, I will disclaimer, it is an affiliate link, so I don't know the percentage offhand, but there's a percentage that I will get, and that helps me pay for webinar software and for testing things like this and bringing them to you. So thanks again, and talk to you later.